time to strap in and get ready. The leaders in NRL SuperCoach are incoming. Bringing you the ultimate insight to help you win your leagues and climb up the rankings. You're now listening to the Insight NRL Show with your hosts, Brain, Mattrix, and Whisperer.
G'day everybody, welcome back. You are watching the Round 20 wrap-up show. There we go. Fits like a charm as well. You know what? I haven't had to wear this since like round 8. So I've had a pretty good run, but the run is over. I wear the clown. Matty, you've got a little crown emoji next to your score down there. How'd you go?
Mate, can you talk up? I can't hear you from up here. 14-10 this week. And, you know, like before Game 3 in Origin, when everyone was shaving their beards into Shibasaki, I tell you what, all weekend, I've just like never thought of shaving my head as much as this week in solidarity for Dylan Edwards. But no, I did have a pretty good week. Dylan Edwards, captain, is probably going to be a theme of this whole episode. But I did all right. I had Drenky, I had Gregory Marju, your Herbies, your Carrazes, plenty of 77s, you know, Terrell Mays. Yeah, just a good showing by the boys. And considering I did have to trade 2 guys in just to field 17, I didn't even have 18. Felt good. Felt right.
Done well, mate. You've had a good week. What's 14-10 in the end? Josh, you're sitting pretty right in the middle there with a little silver medal there next to your name, which is usually mine. So you've stolen the mediocrity this week.
Yeah, I had a very, very actually pretty fucking shit week in all honesty. Captain Edwards, which masks for a very, very dreadful week. 12 scores under 56. So, yeah, very mediocre, but, you know, obviously it helps when you get a 346 captain, so we'll definitely take that one. But, yeah, overall not good. Nwangani Tawase, Blaise Langi, Roger, Jaden Campbell, Latu, Connor Watson, Eli Katoa, V. Kickow, Colin Matangi, Adam Phil Blake, all under 56. So, very mid. And Tedesco, how can I forget that fraud? Yeah, all very mid.
It was such a weird week, wasn't it? It was, I had a lot of the same. My 2 RF, right? 4 of them I played. 1 of them I sat. Take a guess at who I sat. 48, 43, 42, 65. You and Aitken at centre.
Not even, I was going to say, it's not even the 2 RFs. It's the fact that the one that you sat played centre and got 65 BP.
Wild, isn't it? Wild. It's pretty midweek, really. In the end, I went with Carraz captain in the end, and 74. You said to take it to the bank, Josh, as one famous SC Brain would have said 2 years ago about Matt Burton in the preseason. 74 plays 77. You're pretty close, but Herbie got him by 3 points. Technicality.
Yeah, I mean, we were looking on good at half. I think he had 8 points in the second half. So
he did.
Yeah, not good for Carraz. 8 points in the second half definitely masks pretty much a low game for him. Would he score 74 with a try that he tried very hard not to score? It was a 31-point play, so takes it down to 43. Yeah, yikes.
Quite game. The ball just isn't going down the right as much as we'd like, Matty, for the Dogs. We'll talk about them, I'm sure, pretty soon. I ended up buying Lomax in the end because I had to pivot from Val. Now, this could have been much worse, mind you. This 12.08 is masked by a last-minute decision that saved my bacon somewhat. I nearly did Sand and Smith to Tino this week, reversed that trade, and ended up going Val to Lomax. So that's like an 80-point play there. So it could have been absolute dire straits at Brain Baller over the weekend. I might not have turned up, or I might have had to wear 2 wigs. Oh, actually, I might have had to put the nose on. That might have been the play. Matty, but who scored well for you? Who popped off?
Greg Marju was always good. He's been the play all year. Fading Teddy.
Never in doubt.
Unreal. fading Teddy. I mean, to be completely honest, like the play was to fade Teddy all year. Your fullback won. The man is the man is a fraud. Coming home with a wet sail. I don't know, like just lots of like 60s and 70s, like your Nico Hines, 77, Jerome Hughes, 76, Jaden Campbell, 50, Cam Munster, 64, like your Garricks, your Carraz, your Farnworths, snuck in a couple of 80s with Drinky and, yeah, like just, like Crichton, like nearly 70, just good, solid outings from the lads.
I've never been more thankful that Nico didn't get like 98 in my life because
you would have loved it, wouldn't you?
I would have. I VC'd Hines, so 77 was unreal, and then we were playing 2K when Edwards was cooking, so didn't get to watch it and appreciate it in its full entirety.
No, that's all right though. At the end of the day, it could have been a terrible Aman VC loop on Cody Walker type style situation, but it wasn't to be. You got away with that one, guys. Of course, yeah, we are live, so let us know how you went over the weekend. I'm sure there's some big scores popping in. I think I saw someone at the start of the chat said, "Has anyone seen anything bigger than a 15-32 B Mosley?" Big score. That'll be up there, 100%.
Reason the week for B Mosley, I reckon.
I reckon he's going very close, that's for sure. But there will be some big scores. There absolutely will be some big scores. I mean, Blake Brayley, if you had Blake Brayley, he's a bit of a pod. If you had Edwards as captain, of course, you're going to win the week or you're going to be in it. So maybe someone had Connolly Lemuelu, which probably brings us into game one, Josh. Dolphins put it to the Cowboys, and we were playing, as we do. We don't usually watch games without playing 2K anymore. So we're playing 2K going, the Cowboys are actually just terrible.
Mate, they're so bad. They're not a good football side with Jackson Purdue at 6. Bring back Cliff. But no, for the Dolphins, obviously highlighted by Colin Lemuelu, 2 tries, 2 line breaks, a line break assist in there as well, 5 tackle busts and a heap of runs. Uzi Katoa, Dally M favourite, I would say. Try assist, 2 try contributions, a field goal, 4 line break assists, an effective offload, and a couple of other miscellaneouses in there. But that's probably the major talking points outside. Obviously, the hammer, he got 89, and Jermaine Asako with a 75, and Herbie doing what Herbie does with a 77. And big ups to Oren Keeley and Jake Avarillo as well. But this is just the Cowboys suck, Matty, and you must be reveling in this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I didn't even want to turn on the Queensland Fraud Derby, but I did. I mean, it's good to see that Drinky's good at footy. Tom didn't. Somebody's flicked the switch and turned him back into cowboy mode. It's interesting out there. But yeah, there's honestly just not much to write about. They were awful. And you know what? In the first half, if you maybe you just didn't see the plays that scored tries or whatever, you would have thought the Cowboys were up 30-0. The way they were playing, the way that they were attacking the Dolphins. And then there was that fumble, which I think it was Avarillo to Hammer, just turned defense into attack and a few long strikes the way that the Dolphins do. I wouldn't mind having a look at the stat. Maybe I'll have a chat to some of our stats guys. I reckon they have a better chance of scoring from 40 metres out than they do from 5 metres out, the Dolphins.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, Death Taxes and Hammer scoring a try without a line break. Dead set. This bloke is the best support player in the game because he's that quick, but he's going up in 17s. He's not going up in, 27s.
Yeah, it's cooked. I'll tell you what, Herbie... In teams in top 10%, I think it was 59% of teams had some kind of blue or orange armband on him. And normally I wouldn't put too much stock into that, but the straight captain percentage was a lot higher than I expected in the top 10%. It was over 11%, which is crazy. The Dolphins before this week had scored 40 points 5 times. In those games, Herbie averaged 105. I'll tell you what, look, 78's great, but it feels like one that got away. There was so many opportunities that went his way that were bombed. Either Avarillo didn't pass it or just it didn't execute. You and I, Braino, were hate watching Herbie. And I'll tell you what, I definitely got away with one with a 78.
I feel like we did for sure. I mean, I saw the initial, the line break and the try assist that he got, and he was on like 30 after 14 minutes or something. I'm like, fuck, here we go. This is going to be another, famous last words type scenario for us where we say, nah, we're going to go with Drinky instead, or we're going to go in a different direction. And, luckily he didn't get as much ball. He had to work much harder for his points this weekend. But Drinky ended up outscoring him, so that's one saving grace for me. That's one little tick in the box that I ended up VCing Drinky. And look, I could have taken it, but I mean, I thought Carraz was in for a big game this weekend. I didn't have Edwards, so I needed to try and tackle the upside somewhere, especially after he went so large. So look, looping an 87 didn't really didn't move the needle for me. But yeah, look, for me, it's like we looked at the Cowboys a lot. Sorry, I keep dropping in and out of my internet. Matty, we keep talking about the Cowboys a lot as they've got a good run home. They've got some favourable matchups, but even then, when you've got a favourable matchup, it's still concerning because they're not really putting some good games together.
Yeah, as Tigers supporters, you guys can probably relate. Is there ever a good run when you are this bad? That's probably the point that I'm putting up to Cowboys and Cowboys supporters out there.
Boys, I'm just going to
slide into my DMs. I'm sure you will.
I'm going to hijack this conversation a minute to give you some breathing room to hit F5 on your SuperCoach website because updates are in. My score has been updated. Terrell May with a hefty little update as well, and that's probably the only major one that I own that had like good updates. How did we 12-20 for Braino? Matty,
up 12 points. Whew.
Big boy.
Good points. All in the 10s as well. Just round it up to the nearest 10.
Yeah.
How good.
Yeah.
Thanks, SuperCoach. Appreciate you.
I was just checking to see if if I had to get the clown wig after updates.
Just missed it.
Yeah.
You're safe, mate. You're safe.
For the Cowboys, though, like I think I put a stat up on Twitter that like just how poor they are. Like it's a Purdue/Clifford thing. Like they're just much better with him in the centers rather than him rather than at 6. Obviously, Thomas McKaylee played unreal last week with good minutes, so the logical thing is to play him for 16. I'm really hoping there's an injury that I missed there. Otherwise, crazy. But yeah, that's really the tail of the tape. Jeremiah Nano. He's a thing.
Yeah, I bought him. Went really well, didn't it? What did he get? 40-odd, 43 or something like that. Look, I still feel okay about the buy. He was a bee stick away from scoring a try and a couple of line breaks. Like he was very close to breaking the line multiple times in this game. So I'm not upset from the eye test and what I saw. He just didn't. It didn't go his way. I'm still pretty happy to own him, to be honest. I think he's going to go big in 1 or 2 games on the run home. And just as long as he can, go that kind of 45-50 floor when he doesn't, I'm happy to lock in a couple of hundreds, I think, on the run home. But yeah, look, it's not ideal. Dolphins have a bye next week, so we won't be really talking about them as any purchase options moving forward for the week anyway. And it's a good little time, thanks to sponsor of the show, Ryan Hammond. Maybe Mattrix's personal sponsor, because I think the $7.99 means you've got to finish off your drink. Would you rather have your lights in your house constantly flickering or the microwave constantly beeping? Oh, that's tough. You can't turn the microwave off?
Is it? I think this is pretty easy. You get used to the microwave.
You reckon?
Yeah, I've stayed in some dodgy Airbnbs where the lights have flickered, and it drove me actually insane. I reckon you'd get over the microwave.
Kez is epileptic, so
Kez has the best answer. He said I'm epileptic, so microwave. I'm going the other way because I reckon like it's when I'm sleeping that everything annoys me the most. So the microwave constantly beeping when I'm trying to sleep, like the constant flickering. No, I am.
Let me imagine that you have to keep the lights on 24/7, and I'm not sleeping with the big light on. That's fucking crazy.
No, okay. Hamo said you can't turn it off, but he didn't say you can't relocate it. So I'm just going to put my microwave in the garage. Just leave it in there and leave it on.
What a cop out.
Yeah,
you just have 10 in the bin for that. That's not answering in the spirit of the game.
The spirit of the game is okay. Sorry, I forgot we were playing cricket. I think my answer is I actually don't even know. Constantly flickering lights would do my head in.
Yeah,
that would do my head in.
I would just live. So I live with my AirPods in 24/7 because I'm autistic as all hell. But I would just you just drown it out. Like you just put noise cancelling in. You would eventually get over it. I sleep with AirPods in, so like I think it's okay.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, that's probably true.
Anyway.
I'd cop the microwave.
To be honest, that was a better question than this game. Sharks 31, Roosters 18. Highlighted by a guy that we've probably 66% of this podcast own him, but we got him wrong. We've been telling people for 2 weeks he's not the buy. He's now going to be like what 700k.
700k. Yep.
Blake Brayley, I feel like you can't buy him for 700, but he's proving us all very wrong.
Matty, what do you reckon? You're the non-owner. I know that most people have their hooker one set, right? You've got Connor Watson, you've got fucking the GOAT, Kurt Donahue, hopefully. Whoever it is, you've got your hooker one sorted. Is it worth burning a trade now this far late into the season for a 700k hooker?
No, but only because I'm stubborn. He's so good.
It's a different kind of Blake Brayley now, right? Like he's taking the line on. You can see whenever the marker isn't square, he's running. Like every time he's running, he's taking on the line. He's finishing his runs now. He's not making half a run and then, passing it out to the first receiver. I don't know why he left. It's a weird thing to do.
Not a while. He left the room, but I don't know why he just exited the call.
I think he meant to do this until he gets back. But anyway, typical Mattrix.
That's fine. I just don't know what's changed. I feel like when Blake Blair was coming through, we've always said, unreal running game when he gets it right. He's an electric runner, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't, it only came back in the last 4 weeks and he's been absolutely unreal. So yeah, I can't warrant buying him. Braino's camera has frozen and I'm not sure if his mic's working. So I'm going to just try and carry this until either Matty's back or Braino's back. But yeah, 108 for him, 2 try assists, 1 line break assist, 1 effective offload, 5 tackle busts, 1 million runs. So yeah, look, Blake Brayley's in absolutely sensational form. I think up until 4 weeks ago, he hadn't scored a ton in SuperCoach. But yeah, he did. Braino just told me his PC restarted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the floor until everyone comes back. But he's just been in unreal form. 3 or 4 tons in the last 5 weeks, which has been absolutely elite as an owner. Nico Hines, 77, 1 try, 1 try assist, 5 goals, 1 line break assist. Yeah, not sure why this is doing that way. But yeah, Nico Hines obviously putting up great numbers as well. We keep flickering between. This is an absolute disaster. Hello.
Sorry, I'm back. My computer just fucking restarted midstream. First time it's ever done it. Don't mind me.
Mate, while you're away, I just said, look, Blake Brayley, 4 tons in 5 weeks or something like that. Hasn't scored a ton in his SuperCoach career, but unreal. Nico Hines just putting up good numbers and putting himself further that halfback one debate. But yeah, Cleary back next week, and Hughes had a good game this week. We'll put that into discussion.
Yes. Look, I think Nico's, putting up some good scores, good enough to not have to worry about making a trade there at this point, I wouldn't have thought. Jerome Hughes as well, very similar kind of score for both of those guys. No Nathan Cleary this week, so everything, the decision was made pretty easy, and I think I'd still need to see Nathan Cleary goal kick before I'd even consider it, even then. Their games get hard come head-to-head finals. It's do you need to spend a trade at halfback when you got those two? Probably not. So I'm sticking with my guns with that. But Britton Nickera, mate, copped a pretty ordinary hit, like a fucking kung fu looking thing to the head. So 4 for him. Only a Cat 2 though, wasn't it, that he failed? So is he got to go through protocol, chance of playing next week?
Yeah, I think he's still got to pass protocol, but he's not subject to the 11-day stand down. I could be wrong. I will tune into the Magic Sponge at approximately 10 past 7 o'clock tomorrow morning as I'm commuting to work. But I'm pretty sure a Cat 2 fail is you've got to still pass the 7 days, but there's no automatic stand down.
So I'm just trying to work it out here. It says NRL 11-day stand down period for concussed players. I assume when you fail a concussion test, you'd be a concussed player?
Potentially. Okay, well, that's really tough. I know that Nickera, I was quite keen on him. I was sort of recommending him to people. It's just one of those things where it goes quite bad. Assaulted by the fact that Billy Burns scored 72 in that role in 68 minutes. So I think that was a good matchup for him on that right, but just unfortunately didn't materialise. Teague Wilton was the big winner. 91 points, 1 try, 1 line break, 1 million points in BP. Fantastic for him. Cam McInnes talking about plotting hookers, 68 BP. Great for him as well. And that's really it. Ronaldo Militalo.
What was I doing that for? It's annoying.
I was just about to say Ronaldo Militalo, 54. Pretty much all in BP, which is great. But yeah, that's about it.
What are you doing with AFB? 46.
I'm holding him, but like I'm just not playing him. He will be Ewan Aitken for me. He'll just sit in the bench. He'll come in when I need him to. But with a fully strength team like this, I can't play him. Not with this. I was happy to give him the benefit of the doubt with that knee. Minutes were okay, which is fine. Roosters just did a good job of containing him, but I'm just going to play those high upside centre wings. Like even DTE scored 50 odd in a game where he didn't do anything, so I'd probably just rather be playing him at this point.
Yeah, that's completely fair. The Sharks have a pretty good draw coming up, and it's like, when's Ronnie going to start popping off? Because I mean, he just hasn't done anything for a good couple of months. So I feel like, you know, we're looking at obviously the Roosters this week, but they've got the Rabbitohs into the Cowboys the next fortnight. We've talked about the Sharks, Matty, having a really nice draw in the run home. It goes Souths, Cowboys, Dragons, Titans. Like the next month is really nice for the Sharks. Are you going to take a punt on someone like Mulatalo to come good, or is it just what you're seeing at the moment just isn't there? Like he hasn't gone over 50. This is his highest score since round 11.
Yeah, he's just not getting the decent ball that I need. So yeah, I'm not tempted. Like I'm stoked that I have a piece of Nico Hines in this terrific draw, but outside of that, like there's nobody that I trust enough on this team. And that's just the long and short of it.
Yeah. Teague Wilton could be a sneaky little pod option if he keeps getting good ball outside Trindle. It's probably a little bit too far left field for me. But the draw's nice, so I'm going to be looking at the Sharks and probably next week as a way to try and find a replacement there for a good draw. Roosters wise, mate, 69 for Crichton Giggity. Sam Walker with a 66. Tupou with a 62. Naff White with a 61. Pretty solid. And then we're talking 50 from Fiketti and sub 50 for everybody else. Marky Mark and Teddy, probably the two talking points here, aren't they, Matty, for... You know, first of all, like Tedesco's... sorry, Josh, I'll throw to you because you put the stat up. The lowest BP game that Tedesco's had since 2021?
Oh, yes. I've tweeted a lot this week, so let me pull it up. But yeah, with the 37, and the try was a Hamiso try, so it was just a 17-point play. 20 points in base power. That was the lowest BP game for Teddy since 2021, where he also got 20 points. That was 1,400 days ago.
Fucking wild, man.
Mate, the Sharks' fullback defense is real.
We called it.
They've been Supercoach killers all year. We sort of hesitated on Teddy back in round 11. I want to say when they played, and you got that 54 points, but that was made up of a junk try as well. Like the Sharks just are great at defending fullbacks.
Seems to be the way. Marky Mark with a 34. Matty, are you an owner of Nwanga Nituaze? No.
Nah.
Is that because you can't say his name, or is that because you just don't rate him as a player?
Look, I have some controversial takes, but I love Mark. I'm not as big of a fan of the Roosters at the moment, really.
I mean, look, you nailed it this week.
Yeah, and I didn't get him in. It was 3 weeks ago I was looking at getting him in, and I think I missed out on one good score, a 60 and a 34. It's been a pretty safe fade. I mean, like, I went somebody like Roger Tuivasa-Sheck and held on to a Marju. So yeah, I'm not exactly lighting the world on fire with me with my picks. But yeah, no, just one to any pod for me. And I was stoked with the Roosters going poorly, especially since as I think we can expect, 55 to 70 from Crichton every week, and that's probably Watson's floor. I was pretty happy watching this game at the local.
Before we move on to the next game, Josh, I guess the last question is, what are we doing with Mark? Are we going to hold him now, or is he a genuine trade-out target? Because it looks like Sam Walker's just dominating that left side of the field. Daniel Tupou seems to be the one that's getting a lot more of the good ball compared to Mark on the other side.
I have 5 trades. I hope that answers the question. I am looking
Same as my answer.
I'm looking at round 22 against Manly, round 23 against the Dolphins, round 25 against the Eels, and round 27 against the what are they called? Rabbitohs, them, the forgotten team. Like, unless you're out for the season, I'm just going to be holding you and not playing you. So that's sort of how I'm looking at things. But yeah, not great. For me, it's just the BP that's dropped off. Like, he was putting up 55, 60 in BP, and it's a bit of the Greg Miles who's about him from earlier in the year where it's just sort of died a little bit. So yeah, I'll be sitting him until that picks up.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I think we're at that time of the season, and we've seen the last month. If it's a warm body, you hold, and that's where we're at. Sadly, we're going to be trading. People still held Dylan Lucas this week, and now they're stuck with Tino. You could be stuck with another couple of who else went down this weekend. We've got to move on. Keon.
Gagai was hobbling very much so. Garrick picked up a shoulder. Like, on Wednesday, we'll be spending 25 minutes going to the injury report because it's mounting up. So anyone that's a warm body, I think I'm just going to be holding you. But yeah, like I'm not like opening my app up after lockout and making sure Twice is in my 18.
No, that's fair. So there is a new rule as of this week that when you get to Monday, 10:01, you open the app, right? We're not looking for the Titans anymore. Oh, we probably are, but the team we're looking for is Souths. They genuinely are playing completely busted. Like, I think 14 of their top 30 rostered players are injured, which just means that they're picking flag guys and cup guys now to fill in spots. So you got Ewan Aitken and Tallis Duncan playing in the centres now because they've got no more outside backs left, which is just wild. So you got to feel for him. Shout out to Deadly, a long-time South supporter, is in pain at the moment when he saw Keon go down. But that is the talk of this game, along with obviously Dylan Edwards as the main talking point. But I'd rather not talk about that at all as a non-owner. So if you guys are happy to move past that, I am as well.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Two of my best captain calls in the Patreon articles in the last 3 weeks last 4 weeks have been Edwards for his 173 and Hamiso for his 150. Common denominator here is against Souths. It doesn't take a genius to work out that they're not good against block shape. They're just so slow. Like, they're just so slow laterally. And Edwards ripped them apart. 2 tries, 1 try assist, 5 goals. That was the most crucial thing for me, seeing him get the tee over Alamotti, 2 line breaks, 1 offload. 20 hit-ups over 8 metres, 8 hit-ups under 8 metres, and just the casual 15 tackle busts.
Yeah, he's that
animal. Yeah, cool. Good on him.
The try, two try assists. I mean, the haircut. I tell you what, the try celebration was just so zen.
I was going to say, playing 2K with us at the best of times is very sapping of people's energy. But I've never heard the Braino just sound so dead as I let the chat know that Edwards has done something else. And racked up 173 points. So, yeah, he is that guy. Casey McLean, also that guy. 109, 2 tries, 1 try contribution, 1 line break, 2 line break assists, 9 tackle busts. Scott Sorensen and Luke Garner in the back row. I'm filthy because I seriously looked at Luke Garner like 5 weeks ago, but like was worried about the job security. And shout out to Deadly as well. He messaged me on Thursday and said, I've got 460k to spend. I want to buy Hot Scott. And I was like, all right. He just didn't jump on.
Nah. Look, I mean, and Sorensen's been good, but his scoring has been up and down. Like, this is a good game for him, but, he's been scoring kind of 40 to 55 for the most part. So, isn't it funny? Fuck, man, Penrith fans out there, like, you've enjoyed yourself over the last 4 years, and fair shout. But so a few people are saying, is Casey McLean now better than Stephen Crichton?
No.
And I'm sitting there going, are you serious right now? Like, holy moly. But Casey McLean has come on leaps and bounds. He's been really good. But yeah, sorry, he's got a few years left to get on Stephen Crichton's level.
Tom Jenkins, top 10 centre wing this season. It's not something I thought I'd say.
No. He's in a good spot on the left wing. That's where you want to be outside Blaze Talangi. That ball is shifting right to left a lot. So, yeah. One of the I've still got him in Dream Team. So I'm glad I've still got some stocks across 3 different competitions. So, look, aside from that, Blaze Talangi with the 51, Brian Totter with the 38, went off at 60 minutes, Matty. It was one of those ones where I think it was the matchup was quite good. Rabbitohs concede a lot to right wingers, but it's just that right to left shape from Penrith, and it seems like a lot of teams are dominating down the left side of the field. There aren't many teams that are going right, aside from probably the Tigers up until now, that have a better right side than left.
He got caressed, and that's all there was to it. You just... And did go off after 60, but didn't need to play. I think that's a good sign, honestly, for the Panthers, and maybe even owners. He gets that little bit of a bit more of a rest. He has had some niggling injuries. I was pretty high on bringing in Todd this week, and a lot of it was situationally. I didn't have the money for Lomax. You'd heard the injuries about Val, so I wasn't keen. So it was somebody a bit cheaper I was looking at. So a bit. You would be disappointed, and that's just. But I mean, he will come good because he is that good. Like when they do get him the ball, it's kind of like Marju. It looks like he's out there catching a cold, and then every now and then he just gets the ball and happens to score. The same as Carraz. So it's the strike, and I think that they're going one way so that everybody plans for it one way, and then you've got your Oz, your Carraz, and all these other really good players on I suppose the weak side you could call it. And when they do get it, something happens. So
before we
good draw
move
from
on, just want to give big shout out to 2023 cheapie Liam Henry, 65 and 42 minutes. What a guy.
One of the favourite cheapies, I guess, from last year. Guy that got a really good opportunity through that bye period too. Played that game where he nearly broke. Did he break the tackle record last year, or nearly? He went close to breaking the tackle record, didn't he?
He got a few. I remember me and Amar owned him one week. He nearly scored, and we were beside ourselves. But for Souths boys, top score of Alex Johnson, 86. Next best score of Jai Arrow, 72. In 80-minute BP, he's probably the big winner, and we'll talk on Coleman-Tungy in a second. Jack White in 63 with Cody Walker now out for the season. You'll probably expect him and Humphreys to be the halves for the run home. But Ewan Aiken, 65 points in BP. There is life.
Do you call it life? I mean, I feel like it's... and we've said this about numerous teams, I guess, over the last month. It's like, how much stock do you want to buy in a bad team?
Yeah.
I guess that's the question. And Keon now is one less guy we have to have from the Rabbitohs. I can tell you right now, I won't be replacing him with another Rabbitoh.
And Latrell Mitchell, we didn't even mention. Latrell Mitchell also out for the season.
Done. Dusted. AJ at the fullback position for the rest of the year, you reckon? I really hope not, because I reckon tries might dry up a little bit. And Sarge Beer in the chat said fullback roulette against Souths if you have the trades. And then there was someone else talking about, Souths versus the Titans in round 23, which is probably where he breaks a record, Lachlan Camilleri in the chat says. So, could happen.
Yeah. Also, big ups to the Cappuccino. 70 points in 46 minutes, all VP.
Elite areas.
Lovely stuff. I did want to highlight someone, but didn't know.
Was it Lewis Dodd?
It wasn't the 26-minute bench cameo from Lewis Dodd on 800k a year, so unfortunately not. Keon Coleman-Tungy, syndesmosis, we suspect, or high ankle fracture, or something like that. But
it's syndesmosis.
His season is over, which is
done, dusted.
Good.
It's another trade.
2 RFs dropping like flies. Do you reckon anyone did? People that didn't own Coleman-Tungy, I reckon there was a few that may have done Lucas to Coleman-Tungy.
Oh, can we should be able to go back and check that, shouldn't we? In the
you
trade
might
section.
I reckon there was a couple. Hamo in the chat said the kept goat. Absolutely the kept goat. While Braino pulls it up, this south side is just
let's call it diabolical.
Yeah.
No good. Anyway, let's move on. We'll talk
I was
about
going to say
in that.
In the last game it was up the milk when we're talking about Tom Jenkins, but in the Raiders game it's up the milk of a green variety, and Raiders look good. Like where you start to see your Warriors and some other teams around that level fade off. Raiders look good. Like Jed Stewart captaincy, I had to shout out somebody who said it on a Thursday night show. They said they're going to captain Jed Stewart. Jed Stewart come out with 103, so I had to shout out that guy. So
fair. How do I find? I'm going to trade it out for Dylan Lucas. How do I find who?
You probably have to go to Dylan Lucas himself
Yeah, I am.
So-
And then where do I go?
I'm not.
I
sure.
don't use
I'll-
desktop ever. So
I'll have a fiddle around while you talk about
you
the
can.
milk.
Yeah, that sounds probably better. Raiders 40-16. I mean, I guess this game just basically tells us that Jed Stewart is better than Zach Lomax. Really, that's pretty much all it tells me.
That's all I took from this game. Zach Hosking's better than Jermaine Hopgood. Ethan Strange is better than Dylan Brown. Like, there's lots that can be taken from this.
Just the Raiders are better than the Eels is probably the easiest way to summarise this. Much better. Seb Chris 103, Jed Stewart 103, Hosking with 100 and another try. I feel like as soon as I traded this guy, he just turns into fucking the 2RF1. And that's fair enough. A lot of players do that to me. Jamal Fogarty 96. Ethan Strange has been on an absolute tear over the last 2 months. Guy just cannot score under 50. Like, he's firing, scoring tries at will. Horsburgh with an 88 as well was huge. Obviously, there's no tries in the Horsburgh effort there, but like 8 offloads and a try assist. So some good BP there. Joey Tapp's got 68 as well. So that's probably positive for owners there. Hopefully looking for some signs of life from Joey Tarpany. 68 is solid. I don't have his minutes up here right now. Do you know what his minutes were from that game?
Yes, 47. So
Still low.
Slightly low. Was helped by a try contribution and a line break assist.
Yeah, so BP probably around the 50 mark, which is still fine. It's over a point a minute in BP, but still, yeah, not ideal. Hudson Young, 65. I had to scroll down to get to Hudson Young, which is how good the Raiders were, to be fair, in terms of scoring. Like, they've put up 1,172 points in this game, which is, I reckon that's probably in top 10 games all year, like most points in a game by the Raiders in this one. 1,172.
All right, I'll have a look.
So you can have a look. Gotta get our stats man there on it. What are your thoughts on next week, Matty, for Huddy Young? Because he'll lose about maybe 30k this week. That'll bring him down to about 720, roughly. Any love?
I mean, I like the way that he looked, but like, just remember when I got excited about bringing him in, he was about 550k. Paying 750k for Hudson Young when there was some guys that I felt like was better value out there. I elected to go with a Crichton, which allowed me to do a lot more. I don't know. Like, if you have all the money in the world, then yeah, Hudson Young's great, but I don't know if I'd be hunting him down or calling him must own or anything like that. Like, this is a game that typically when the Raiders score 40 points, Hudson Young, has 3 digits next to his name.
All right. 1172 is the third best score this season. Number 2 was hang on. My apologies. I'm looking at 2024. Don't mind me. I'll come back to you with 2025 stats. I was like,
Cool.
I was trying to think. I was like, the Titans were first with like 1,300, and I was like, when did the Titans score?
That doesn't make sense. Yeah, gotcha.
Keep going.
Cool. We'll come back to it. Yeah, no, I agree on the Hudson Young take. I think it's definitely not a must-have by any means. It's the problem is, like, 2RF is just so barren at the moment now. We've just lost Lucas, and now we've lost Keon. Like, pretty much number 1 and number 3. Or number 2 and number 3 if you're counting Eli Katoa as number 1. Like, there's 2 of the 3 starting 2RFs in most teams. Now they're gone for the year. So you've got to plug that gap somehow. Do you just now start to go, fuck it, just fade 2RF because there's no one really popping off and try and use your jewels to get to a centre wing maybe?
To Blake Brayley? I don't fucking know. I'd nearly go Blake Brayley, add another stud centre wing. Like, I got 6 genuine guns.
It's the law of averages, but because as soon as you buy Blake Brayley, he's going to go back to averaging 56. It's just the way that it works. So
I might do it just to spite everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. Like, if you want to come third out of the 3 of us this year, then you can go and do that. But I wouldn't be buying Blake Brayley personally. I don't think I could do it.
All right. 1172 is the 4th highest score of the season. The best score is the Dolphins when they pumped the Cowboys 58-4. We have a Melbourne 1,230 in there in round 10, which I would quickly imagine was the thrashing they put against us, which it was.
Pappy got 170, yeah.
Yep, and the Cowboys with a 1189 in round 8. That was when they beat the...
Is that when Dearden went 150 or 160?
18. I would imagine so.
Drinky got 130, Dearden got 150 the week that you called him a pod. I remember it clearly.
He even got
put a
82 in
score on.
fantasy, so I would imagine so. He had 5 tries this year. That was that week.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep.
Warwick Hall. So yeah, big game for the Raiders. The 4th highest Supercoach points of the season. The Raiders average 901 points. So the Raiders are actually the 2nd best Supercoach team in terms of points per game, only behind Melbourne at 902. So 901, big uptick on this game for the Raiders. But as you said, mate, like you're scrolling down to find a Hudson Young 65, which shows you where they're at. There's so many. Yeah, there was so many above that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 scores above 65 for the Raiders this week. So they just put on a show. I think this scoreline was quite unflattering to Parramatta. I think they were the better side for 65 minutes.
16-12 at the half, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and they're playing well, but yeah, just ran away with it. Owen Paddy masterclass, unfortunately.
What are you doing with Zach Lomax? I mean, if you don't own, are you going to go out of your way to buy him now? He's gone a couple of good back-to-back scores. He's got a really nice head-to-head finals period as well. I know people are low on trades now, but like when you look at the finals, let's disregard Broncos Melbourne. Even though he probably could score well against the Broncos and Melbourne, to be fair, they leak points on the wing. They go Cowboys, Souths, Roosters, New Zealand Warriors in the head-to-head finals period. Like that pretty much tells me he could be a guy that you want in your team come then.
I've got a certain South Sydney Rabbitoh in my front row forward that I can move some jewels around and swing to get Lomax, which I probably just will do. Also, just want to highlight that Owen Paddy's from Monto in Queensland, so just gets it, as we know, mate.
Monto.
Mate, he went to
Monto. What a beautiful town.
He went to school in Yeppoon. He went to Brennan's College in Yeppoon.
I tell you what, there's been some big names out of there. Look, there was some little guys like Ben Hunt and some, I think Harry Grant and some ordinary players like that. But Dave Taylor, the Coal Train, I tell you what.
From Yeppoon. Nice.
Yeah. Corey Oates, yeah. There's some bigger names than some of those.
Just breeding ground for people who get it. But yeah, on Lomax, yeah, definitely will be probably targeting him. 23 hit-ups this game, 6 tackle busts, 1 interception, 3 offloads. So yeah, I'm probably just going to do Keon to Lomax. Considering
he's still pottish too.
Yeah, considering I don't want to be playing Nwangli Tuase, considering Val's now out for the season.
Someone with a heartbeat, get him in.
Yeah, well, I got Watson this week, so I don't really need hooker cover anymore. So and I'm not going to get Crichton 69 with the tries, kind of poo. In saying that it was a trade down the line break, but yeah, I'll probably just go Keon to Lomax.
Mavericks in the chat. What's Whisperer doing in the NRL show? I thought he was only NFL. Mate, doing drafts. Yeah, doing drafts for the NFL show. Do you want to tell them which episode?
Joe, go look at the Insight channel on the last NFL mock draft we did. Your boy was on them, yours truly. So, yeah, enjoyed it. Go give it a watch. But I will be giving a watch to Jermaine Propgood. 66, 57 minutes. I can get around this. I can't believe I might end the season with Hopgood and also start the season with him.
No question about it. I am ready to get hurt again.
Absolutely.
It's going to happen. For sure. You start the year with him, you end the year with him, and you just start and end with disappointment. But
the thing is, though, as I think I told you this when we were playing 2K, I started the season with him at 640k. I might be able to buy him. I think he's priced out with a 3 before this week.
It's 399.
397 with a break even of 66. He scored 67. So he will be about 400k on the dot.
Mm-hmm. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, you got the name there. I mean, look, it's kind of like he took Jack Williams' role because Jack Williams had to go to an edge because they have no one left. Like Kelmatualangi and Katoga are both gone. So tough.
I think friend of the show, Ange, in the chat earlier asked if Yo's a buy. Would we just say that Hopgood's probably the better buy?
Nope. I cannot. He's hurt me so much emotionally this year, Hopgood, after starting with him at 680k and then just watching him put out 40s in 40 minutes. That hurts me too much. The prop roll's great, but do you really think the minutes are going to increase or the workload's going to increase enough?
I mean, if they're running Riley Smith for 39 minutes and Talon Silva for 41 and Jordan Samrani for 23 minutes, then I don't see why not. Sorry, what is this bench rotation? Talon Silva 41 minutes, Jordan Samrani 23, Matt Dory 34, and Turavati 27 minutes. if that's the rotation, then of course.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I get it. I just don't see that happening long term. I don't know. No, I can't do it. I can't. So Ryan's asked, could you go Keon to Hopgood as a semi-nuff? Don't need any more 2RFs. I mean, if he's going to be a 2RF6, which I assume he probably will be, then sure. But, like, it just feels like a trade. Like, wouldn't you rather get Keon to a guy that's, like, fucking really playable? Like, if you can't go Jules to centre wing, then at least get, like, someone with upside. There's just no upside in Hopgood at all.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a warm body. You got plenty of trades, and you need to free up 200k.
Buy fucking Teague Wilton if you want a 2RF that has a nice draw over the next month. Like, nah, and Hopgood's not for me. Not a fan. No, yeah, I did. Let's move on. Let's go to the Bulldogs and the Dragons. 20-18. Bulldogs nearly duffed this one. Lachlan Galvin, new signing, young Lachlan Galvin. Haven't heard much about this young fella, but he's had a really good game in this one. Little try assist there down the left edge to win him the game. Good on him. In all seriousness.
Just on the last game, if you're talking about pure plotters, Ange said the Pornhubner taking Cole Tugby minutes. Bring the Hubner back in.
Yeah.
First of all, have not heard Pornhubner being said all year. That's actually really good. Rate it. Secondly,
and he's got about as much upside, according to Braino. He's got about as much upside as Hopgood anyway. So,
would you?
I'd give him more upside due to the nickname.
I'd rather buy Jai Arrow on an edge.
Yeah, does Jai Arrow go to 13?
Maybe that could be kind of hot. I just want to highlight before we do get into this game. Ben Lewis said Keon's a Haas this week. I'm just wondering if Ben made the team last week.
No, I reckon Ben traded Haas out when the injury around Origin was happening, and then needs to get him back in. Which in that case, yes, absolutely, easy decision.
Yes, the Bulldogs got out of jail. I'm not too sure if I can say that the Dogs got a helping hand from the referees, considering my team also got the greatest of helping hands from Belinda Sharp today. But we'll take it. But yeah, they definitely got out of jail here. Galvin with an 86, one try assist, one try contribution, one line break assist, courtesy of one Tyrell Sloan. So yeah, played really well. In that last part, it was sort of here or there for the rest of the game. But yeah, Karaz 74, Critter 71, Reid Marnie 76, and that was really about it across the board for the Dogs. Not a high-scoring game.
Nah, let's go total. What was the total? 820 played 909. So when you're talking about 1180 being the top four or the fourth best score of the year, 820 is pretty ordinary. And when you win by getting less SuperCoach points, it was a bit of an ordinary game.
It was a grind.
Yeah, it looked tough. It looked like a tough one. Stephen Crichton kicking goals over Matt Burton as well in this one. So cheeky little pod territory for Stephen Crichton at centre wing with a 71. Don't hate it if he's kicking goals for the rest of the year.
This reeks of when I bought Joseph Suaalii 2 years ago and he averaged 80 for the season. So I'm really hoping that could happen because, Critter's actually been scoring quite well this year compared to I think Critter was the embodiment of gun NRL player, shit SuperCoach player. But if he's goal kicking, could be a shout.
If you go back and have a look, actually, I'll quickly bring it up. If you go back and have a look at Crichton's scores when he has been goal kicking, he's actually been really good. When he had the goal kicking, let's go back to 64, 42, then he goes 77, 52, 111, 104, didn't goal kick for a 20, and then went 69 and 64 into the 74. So, he's not, but the floor is definitely good.
That sounds like high 60s, low 70s, which definitely could be appealing.
At 588k with a 64 break even this week, so he's not going to go up that much. You're going to be getting him for less than 600k, so don't hate it.
Also, I just want to call out one SC Brain and one Aman Talks NRL SC. In our group chat, William Kickout was copying strays for being a fraud, but low floor, no base v Kickout has been putting base machine Jacob Preston to absolute shame. 48. Doing nothing. If I told you Kickout did nothing and got 50, I'd take that.
Yeah. When you compare him to Preston, but to be fair though, the whole right side didn't do anything really, did they? Aside from Crichton.
I mean, Crichton and Karaz both got 70 odd, and Galvin got 86.
Karaz got one try and 31 points in one play. When you take that away,
Mate, you're sounding like a couple of Instagram comments that were just highlighting Ruben Garrick scoring over 50 because
That was fun. That was good.
he owed the score to try.
Yeah.
I'll take wingers score well when they score.
Yeah. No. Look, I think 50's fine. It's more just a matter of like we saw like mid 50s BP from him for a while, and a lot of attack. And then as soon as I bought him, he's done nothing. So it's just a pain for an owner.
That's just one thing we need to learn for next year, Matty. Like Marzu's base for the first month, Carraz's for the first 8 weeks, Marks for that period of time. It's just not sustainable. Like outside of Brian To'o, 2021, like nearly 60 bases, nearly unachievable for a centre wing long term.
Yep. Yeah, and it's always going to be that way. But I mean, you get on it when they're on runs, and yeah, look, I mean, you're not disappointed if you're a Carraz owner, really. You're just disappointed if you captain him because he's not Dylan Edwards. So
I've got a question for you boys and the masses watching. Pretty obvious trade next week. James Tedesco out, Clint Gutherson in.
Yeah, of course.
Well, you got to get them. Well, you got to get them when they're on runs, and it's about
you sell low,
money.
Sell low, buy high.
Yeah,
it's always the way.
Rage trade into chasing last week's points.
Gutho will be at 510k, I reckon, next week. Like when you think about what we bought him for, I remember I bought him for 660, and he got to 900, and then he came back down to 700, and I sold him at that. So I made 40k and got fuck all points from him. So shout out to Gutho. But look, yeah, and it's players like him that you get on runs. We knew it even when he was at the Eels, right? We're not even talking Dragons or this year anymore, but he always went on runs with the Eels too. It's just some players just get on a run and score back-to-back scores for 4 or 5 weeks, and then they cool off again. And to be fair, most footy players do, like in different periods, unless you're a prop or a middle forward. Like you're going to go on runs and score tries in breaks, I guess. Any love for any of the Dragons, though? I mean, Jaden Sewer, 57 with no attack was okay. Like, we're going to have to look for a 2RF replacement. Like, who's it going to be?
Not any of these guys. Tyrell Sloan, 72, and Moses Sully, 88 were the best scorers, and that sort of sums up this game. But the biggest talking point was before kickoff. Some rumours, some murmuring, some whispers getting around that the Dragons were worried about Val, and we sort of sat on those for a day or so, and then it was confirmed that his season is over. Yikes.
And I guess that's, and if you follow NRL Physio, he's good at getting the news out pretty quick. So, like, he got it out, I think it was Saturday lunch, I think, from memory. Or it might have even been Friday lunch they were waiting for Bulldogs captain's run. So once the Bulldogs captain's run on Friday was done, Physio got the news out. We had time to pivot our trades, Matty, and make that move. I don't think you ended up going with Val in the end, so you didn't have to make that. But
no, I didn't get Val.
I ended up changing my Tino trade in, which actually worked out really well, and ended up trading Val for Lomax. So, and we got that out to Patreon really quick as soon as we could, and a lot of people made moves to try and move Val on with the cash that they had there, as opposed to another move that they had. So, little plug for the Patreon there. The link's below if you want to sign up for the rest of the year. But yeah, big kick in the dick because we bought last week, Josh, and it wasn't ideal. 1 week play for Val.
What do you mean we?
Oh, you didn't get him?
No.
Oh, fuck. Okay. It was me and Aman. No, it was me and Aman. I knew someone did. Okay. Disregard. I'll go and...
Don't love me in this shit.
I'll go and complain about it to Aman then. He'll pat me on the back.
100%.
I haven't heard. I think he's a big fan of Dylan Edwards too, Aman.
Yeah, we just did the 2 biggest fumbles in SuperCoach history back-to-back in a week. It was gold.
That game was kind of boring. So was this one. Oh, actually, no, this game wasn't boring. It was just a low scorer. Storm 16, 18 to the Sea Eagles. Xavier Coates scored all 3 tries, 103. 3 tries, 2 line breaks for him. And then Jerome Hughes, 76, and a Munster 64 was sort of the highlight. Oh, and Trent Liero, 79 in BP, as I bet his unders in the play performance. So, as we know, they just grow a third leg when that happens. So, no surprise that he puts up nearly 80 in BP. But yeah, this one... Storm just not good. They kind of stink.
They fumbled the bag.
They did.
Yeah. Can you, Josh, let us know when you do a player performance? Actually, you put it on your SC Whisperer bets, don't you, on your Twitter? So
give it a follow.
Cool. I'm gonna go against you on every single one. Yeah.
All the middle forwards that I bet the under on 100%. On the 167 podcast earlier this week, Pappy said that he should be back next week. So if you did hold him for the last month, then you're gonna get him back next week. But yeah, for the Storm, not much talk about Harry Grant.
I mean, it could have been 80.
I'll say
if
robbed.
Nelson,
He was robbed of a try.
If Nelson didn't get the old people's elbow out, he scores. So
Mate, Nelson's such a liability. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, look, he is. Fair enough. I can't defend that. Cam Munster likely missing next week. Looks like his father's funeral is the Friday, so he won't play on the Thursday night. That's as per reports. Obviously, we haven't got confirmation of that just yet. But if you are a Cam Munster owner,
Bellamy's mouth.
Yeah, if you are a Cam Munster owner, you've got a plan to be without him next week, which is completely understandable. So, but yeah, Nick Meaney with a 55 at fullback there. You probably want a little bit more, but you can take your 150 odd to the bank last week. That's fine.
What do you do? What do you do next week when with Meaney, right? So I just want to talk on Meaney quickly. What do you do next week if you're a Papio holder and you've held him, and the Storm go into the sticks next week and it's Nick Meaney with the T?
What do you keep him? Yeah, probably. I reckon you just keep him for a week or two. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you've got to also look at how many trades you've got left too, right? Like a lot of the conversations we're having here are assuming that you've got less than 10 trades left for the year. If you've got more, you can start to you can go a bit more aggressive. We've got 7 rounds of footy left. So you can probably make a trade or two a week really leading up to that if you've got more than 10. But if you're like us and you've got 5, 6, 7, 8, then yeah, you've made your bet on that.
Yeah. Eli Katoa with his worst score of the season, 42.
Yeah, it
was one of the worst.
Didn't seem that involved. I don't know. Like I expected Eli Katoa in this one to cook a bit more, but anyway. What do you think it is for Eli Katoa in the last little bit? Because he's probably had 3 weeks of underperforming.
Scored 37 against the Dolphins. That's his lowest one in round 7. But other than that, he hasn't gone under 53 against Souths 4 weeks ago. Then he's gone 110, 68, 108. So he hasn't really underperformed recently. But you're looking at 60s and 70s with a 53 mixed in there somewhere. Like I think that's fine for what you paid for and what you get. I think he's still a top 3 2RF. But if you don't own, the question becomes, do you have to get him in? What's he owned in the top 10%? It's got to be high.
Yeah, it has to be high. Just on Eli Katoa, the big thing this game was no tackle busts, no offloads, no anything. Like the defensive juggernaut of Ben Trbojevic
just base
clamped him. Yeah, basically no power, just all base, literally. So 42 with absolutely no upside, I would do it. Fuck. All right, we'll answer this question before we move on to the Seagulls. Ryan Hammond in the chat, $7.99. Thank you, Hamo. If you had to remove your non-dominant hand or non-dominant leg, which one would it be? Leg.
Hand or arm?
Yeah, if I'm like
actually, what are you going to do with a stump? Nothing really, anyway. So
I'd just get rid of a leg.
You get rid of a leg? I'll probably just get rid of an arm,
mate.
Oh, it just depends what's important to you because you can't play PlayStation then.
What do you do if your wife leaves you then?
I've still got one good hand.
Fuck. The other way around doesn't feel great.
Yeah, you can't be going that way.
I'll get rid of the leg, man. Like, what's it gonna do for me?
I feel like the problem becomes then you got to use crutches, right? You've got crutches on the whole time. You're gonna get a bionic leg?
No.
Is that the plan?
No. Just get a chair. Just get one of those fucking fat people scooters.
Yeah, it's like a stranger for me. Exactly. So it'd be fine. Tough.
Think about it, right? Think about how much you do. Like you get a text in your hand. Your phone's in your dominant hand. You drink, dominant hand. Mate, you'd be fucked.
Yeah, and getting up out of a chair, you'd fucking topple over. Like how long? I reckon it'd take way longer for you to get used to having one leg than it would be getting used to missing a hand.
Nah, I don't know. I'm doing a hand.
See, Matty just tried to get up out of his chair in one leg and nearly fell over. And that's not even to do with any of the beers that he's had.
How's Matty going to do it with one leg? Anyway,
I'm going to say chop my hand off. Non-dominant. He said non-dominant as well, not dominant. Like if it was my right hand, I'd be in all sorts.
Oh, hang on. I've read this wrong. If you have to review, I get rid of my non-dominant hand. Sorry, I thought it was dominant. My bad.
You can still bowl. I can still bowl leggies. I'm cool.
Yeah, a couple of tweakers.
I don't have leggies, but I can still bowl them.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I get
get
rid
it.
of my right hand. I'm left-handed, so I get rid of my right hand.
Yeah, you missed on that one, Matty. That wasn't one of your best.
Yeah.
But we'll forgive you because you've had
Because
a
I
big
captain
day.
Dylan Edwards, and you can't bring
And
him down.
you've also had a big day celebrating a birthday, so it's understandable. Let's get back to the
What did the Seagulls score total for this Supercoach game? Because it looks
7-7-2.
off.
No good. No good.
It was a grind.
Garrick downdated to 59. Actually, I thought he got second downgraded. He was on 66 at the end of this game, went to 61, now down to 59. So, yep. 2 scores above 60 in this one. Turbo and Kohler, who is allergic to passing the ball. So, he's got the Casey McLeans about him.
Color's the draft king. I actually love playing Color in draft. Because like you'd never go out and pay 600k for this bloke. But look, Color looked good. Turbo's finding an excellent little role at center.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's 1,000%
it's been great.
starting Sam Jewell next year, and we'll have to have that conversation next year.
Yeah.
Yep. Otherwise, I mean, I've still got Lehigh Hopewadi, got 53. I'll take it and run in a matchup where I thought it wasn't going to be that great. So the Manly guys, though, like they've got a pretty tough run, I guess, before we move on to the next game and talk it for an hour about the Tigers win. The Manly Sea Eagles come up against the Bulldogs next week, which will be tough, and the Roosters into Canberra. So the next 3 weeks could be quite a challenge. Roosters obviously not as good as the Bulldogs at Canberra, but then round 24, 5, 6 is Tigers, Dolphins, Dragons for Manly. So, like, one, obviously you're not trading out Garrick, but two, if you've got someone like a Lehigh or you've got a bit of a flyer or you held Olakau'atu for some reason, shout out Phil, then you definitely hold. Because if you're a chance of getting into your head-to-head quarters or semis, then they're going to pay you back for that period of time.
I'm sitting here with DCE and 250k in the bank, wondering if I go to Cleary or not.
It's hard not to go to Cleary when the next 3 games look so good for them too.
Yeah, but then the next 3 after that look so fucking bad. And DCE,
But it's Cleary, like
decent. Of course. But I've also got 5 trades and a Keon that's pressing. So
the question.
if I do it, I'll have 3 trades for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I could make 4. I could make 2 trades next week and have 4 left, which I'm genuinely considering.
So am I, 100%.
But
I'm generally considering Colo to Lomax and Cherry Evans to Cleary.
Yeah, I think the question you need to ask about the DCE versus Cleary is, Cleary in a tough matchup, is he going to still score better than DCE? DCE can go fucking sub 40 in a good matchup. That's the problem.
He hasn't though. Like if you tell me that the Seagulls score 18 points against Manly and Melbourne, he gets 50. Like I'll take it. Like he scored 35 against the Knights and 46 against the Cowboys. But like I bought him in round 13, I want to say, for like 420k. He's gone 65, 35, 55, 76, 82. Like it's not Cleary.
My issue is we're talking like I said, like if he has a good matchup or a perceived good matchup, like Parramatta Eels, right? He got 43 against them. That's shit.
Yeah,
he got 39 against the Dragons, like 35 against the Knights. You just know that even if he has a really nice matchup coming up, there's no guarantee that he goes large.
No, of course, but it's the 130, it's the 105.
Yeah, that's what you're playing for.
That's what you're hoping for, but. Yeah, the next month is pretty grim. Melbourne, Bulldogs, Roosters, and Raiders at Canberra, which is not ideal. But yeah, that's sort of about it from this. Oh, Matty enjoys playing collar. I love picking up guys like Takiaho in draft. Just know what you're going to get. Just plug them in. 50 points at front row forward, which is what you love to see. But
yeah, it's like shades of Tavita Totola. Those are the best props and front row forwards in draft. Just the guy that's going to get you 57. That's all you need.
That's why, honestly, if you don't get Haas or May, I just punt.
Fade.
Fade. Get Gerbo in the 10th round.
Also, clear penalty for you both.
It's the rules. I don't know. I hate it, but it is the rules. Like we know that this is it. So. Anyway, twice this weekend. Tanner Boyd, the GOAT.
What a Super Sunday.
It's actually 2 decent games, wasn't it? Like,
I mean, not for Tigers fans. This was very stressful.
Yeah, and I've seen some people, and I won't comment on the game past this. I'll try and keep it to SuperCoach. But when people are complaining about the Tigers nearly losing to the Titans, and yeah, we were bad. That's probably one of our worst games of the year. But in saying that, like, this is only the second game that Latu Fainu and Jerome Luai have played together. Like, they're acting like we've been kind of, being shit forever. Like, we've just had the most wins in a season in the last 4 years. So, like, there's something going right. We're building on something. It's just, everyone wants it all to happen in 1 year, and it's just not going to happen.
What I love is one of these coaches is untouched by the media, and they've got 22 competition points in the Roosters. Trent Robertson can do no wrong. Another club has 18 SuperCoach points, and they're really hard done by in close score games. They're so close to like making the top 8, and they're like a really good contending side. They'll be a dark horse in the Dragons. They got 18 points, and the Tigers have 18 points. And Benji's scum of the earth. Fuck Benji. He needs to go. He is the worst coach in the NRL, and he needs to be sacked. And all of the Tigers players need to just leave. It's very funny how the media is trades. Oh, sorry.
I missed who you talked about, but was it Trent Robinson and Benji?
No, I will.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to hear.
Dramatic effect. What I was saying was the Roosters on 22 points, not a peep for Trent Robinson. The Dragons on 18 points. They're so hard done by. They've lost so many close score games. Like, they're going to turn it around. They've got some really good signings, and like Shane Flanagan will take them to the promised land. And we're on 18 points, and Benji's literally Judas.
Yeah. It's because he's a new coach and the pressure's on, and the Tigers narrative and Fox Sports Hoops just continues to shit on the Tigers and every other reporter. When they've got nothing going on for the day, they just go, "What's happening to West Tigers?" They just write something.
Eels on 16 points. Jason Riles. Oh, he's building for the future. He's got a vision. Are we not building? We've just won 4 spoons.
Yeah,
anyway.
And that's the thing. We've won 4 spoons. Everyone expects us to be shit, and we have kind of still been shit. But we're not good enough to say that we're better. Like, it's just a dumb narrative. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk SuperCoach. Gerald Skelton 109, Terrell May 105, Taylor May 90. It's the May Day parade, really. Shout out to them as well. One of the greatest bands of all time.
A tattoo appointment booked tomorrow.
Yam.
Yeah, big yam on the neck.
Yep, love it. What do you see as a neutral, Matty, in this one? Because from our perspective, I was quite frustrated with how the Tigers played. I think we played really poorly, but the Titans were also really poor. So it's hard to get a gauge on how this game was.
Yeah, it was honestly like it felt like a bit of a toilet bowl watching it. I was saying that I had some people over today and was talking about it. But what kept it going, I believe, with the Titans was some individual brilliance, I suppose, from AJ Brimson. Like that try where he broke 3 tackles, had that big step on I think it was on Taruva and scored was unreal. And like Yam was really good. Yam and Skelton out there were unreal. Like, again, moments of brilliance. May was good all game. And Luai and Appy probably just led a little bit better than, say, Jaden Campbell and like Kieran Foran and blokes like that to get them over the line. But yeah, relatively unexciting game. But I think when the Tigers have quite a good matchup for them, I think, yeah, you could play your Yams, you could play your Skeltons. If you've got to downgrade to somebody that's, 300 or 400K and you've got the trades, I could look that way.
I'm very interested in looking at Taylor May just going early next week on a just like a enough upgrade to have an extra player. I'm genuinely keen. Like, he looked $1 million. He looked really good.
Surely we're not buying Tigers outside backs in the Big 25.
Trust me, we're doing it because it's Tay May.
He was so good. into Manly.
Yeah, exactly. Narrative game next week against Penrith.
Oh, yes. I'll captain. Yeah, we'll captain.
I mean, if Casey McLean's better than Stephen Crichton, imagine what Taylor May can do to him.
And shout out to Deadly, who in the chat tried to bait me up and say, hey, like, how good was Edwards? So I just put user in timeout. It's the best feature in YouTube. So
it's on mine. He was just banned.
No, he's not. It says that when you put user in timeout. He'll be back in 30 seconds. But yeah, watch your mouth, Deadly. Jerome Luai. 84 in this one, and probably one of his better games of the year, to be fair. Like, people give him a hard time. I don't know. I feel like he's starting to get a little bit better. And let's be honest, it's very easy to shit on him. But there's a narrative here in play. And he didn't wear headgear for the first time this year.
He did a toe.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon no headgear Luai is just like going to average 85 for the rest of the year?
No.
It must be a thing, because Harry Grant didn't wear headgear this week either. I think Toto took it off in the second half.
Yeah, right. Do you reckon that was a thing between them both because they're good mates?
What's Harry Grant doing? Is he that meme of bro thinks he's on the team?
Maybe. I mean, look, yeah. I mean, we say it in jest for the most part. The Tigers, you're
I don't know.
not going to be winning your SuperCoach.
I thought it was quite bad again today. Like, we're so lateral in the end zone. It's just crazy.
But that's his game. He is a lateral player. He's not going to ever start to straighten things up.
But the problem is when everyone outside him wants to be lateral as well. That was frustrating.
That's why Latu Fainu's so good for him.
Latu, yeah.
Charlie Stones.
Latu was direct. Latu's good, man. Like,
Charlie Staines was direct to the UK for Super League.
I don't care. I said before I'd happily re-sign him with like a 2-year deal as depth. I will personally fund you a trip to the Leeds Rhinos. Just please fuck off.
It's to be fair, like, and I think, Kez says it in the chat, we panic close to the line because we're shocked we're so close to scoring. And it's half true, but it just looks like there's no attacking structure there, which is the hard part. We get into the red zone and there's just no, like, it's a 1-out hit up for 4 hit ups, and then, oh shit, it's the 5th, we better do something, and then it's eyes up footy.
Shit, let's give it to Jack Bird.
Yeah, Jack Bird and Alex Seyfarth had the ball on the 4th tackle 3 times in the red zone within like 10 minutes. And I'm like, why are we giving it to these guys on the 4th tackle?
We suck.
So frustrating.
Tell you what, Tristan Hope is very good for Trome. I think Benji's realised that Abby Coruscant, his ripe old age of 84, can't be playing 80 minutes every week. So, yeah, a smaller bench sees big minutes for Team A, 105 with a try assist, line break assist, which is unreal, like another 80-odd points in BP for him. But, yeah, that's really about it for the Tigers. For the Titans, before we even touch SuperCoach points, did you see Des Hasler spray half the team getting out of the shower? And, like, one of them was Fafita, who played all of 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was good. Like, I think it was AKP and a few of those guys off the bench that played fuck all minutes, and he, absolutely lost his shit. And look, to be fair, like, I think he's just got jack of it there. Like, he's done. We know that he's finished up there at the end of the year, so.
Like, the walls are closing in on him, and
yeah, look, the Titans are a bit of a mess as much as the Tigers are. Titans are pretty much like, I guess they're the Spooners, aren't they, this year?
Yeah,
them or Souths.
Do you get
actually Souths could be the one.
Do you guys have like a coming out party after that? Like
no spoon for the first time in 4 years?
Yeah, no spoon. So you have like a little West Tigers, I don't know, some duck pate and some I don't know, what do people that don't have the spoon drink? Some little fat goat. Is that the thing? Little fat lambs?
Little fat lambs, yeah.
Yeah, they'll knock you around pretty quickly. That's what we should do.
South still have a bye to go. But in saying that, if Tino's out for 4 weeks, we just know they're a better team. Statistics show they're just a far better team without Tino there, so maybe they're in with a chance.
Maybe.
No, I think the Eels will be good enough. I mean, so what? The Titans and the Eels both have a game to play on the rest of the comp. But they're 14 points for the Titans, 16 points for the Eels, 16 points for the Rabbitohs, 16 points for the Knights. Just quietly, remember me getting flamed in the preseason for saying the Cowboys for the spoon? Remember they went on that massive 5-game winning streak and they're still 3 points off the bottom of the ladder?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, they suck.
It's funny, isn't it? Like, I feel like there's just such a divide this year between good teams and bad teams. Like, you've got, all of these shitters on 18 points or less, and then everybody else on 24 plus, 22, 24 plus. And there's this big gap in between. So, Deadly's back. There you go. The ban thing must have lifted. He was complaining in the chat for the last 5 minutes, saying free Deadly.
It might have been bigger than 30 seconds. But no, you're right. Like, it's the Raiders, the Dogs, the Storm, the Warriors, the Broncos, the Panthers, and then everyone else.
Daylight, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's an excellent segue because there's teams that find ways to win, and there's teams that find ways to lose. And in this Knights versus Warriors game,
are we just not going to talk about any of the Titans scores? Like, is that irrelevant?
No, they suck.
No, they're that irrelevant that I don't need to talk about how like Bo Firma's their best player and you still shouldn't buy him. So I'm just happy to move on.
So it's a good decision.
No,
good
the
decision.
Knights definitely try to lose. Just before we go on scores, this has to be a scoregami. 15-20.
Yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't it? Feels like a tennis game. 794 played 732. Shitter of the week. Toilet bowl of the week by far. Neither team hit 800. Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, in comparison to the rest of the games, even the Tigers scored 916 this week, if that gives you any reference.
I mean, they won for once, but I mean, did you see the end of this game? So Lika Halasima has saved Tanner Boyd's ass in this one. He misses from 34 out, goal kick in front. And Halasima has scored one of, I want to say, the all-time great.
It's before that. As well. It's before that as well. So it's Jack Cogger kicking the most fucking diabolical dribbling field goal to clear the crossbar by about half a foot. Then the Titans Tanner Boyd. Then the Warriors go for a field goal 40 out. I think it's offside. It's not an obstruction.
Yeah, it was offside.
Yeah. They get the kick downfield, so it's offside. Tanner Boyd's got a shot like 42 out right in front, hooks it. Obviously 20-minute dropout, and then charge down field goal. Halasima picks up and just runs 40. Gary's like 6 blocks over the line. He's a fucking freak.
He's so good, isn't he? Like he's gonna. I don't know, like if this is spicy or not, but I reckon he could be like a top 5 edge back rower in the game in the next 3 to 5 years.
That's crazy. I think
like,
now it's insane.
Yeah,
I agree.
He's good. He's very good. He's super talented. Like the Warriors are still finding ways to win without Metcalf. Like it's pretty impressive. No chance Nickel Clockstad. Like it's really impressive what they're doing. Like they're just playing for each other.
No Metcalf.
I know, like at the start of the year, like so many people were saying like, "Oh, Tanner Boyd, he'll probably come in at some stage and play." He really has not looked like a first grader being back out there.
Oh,
he's been like
he's
been one of the best players in Cup. Looked fucking awful, man.
Today he was awful. Fuck, last week he was the best player on the field.
Yeah, I think it's too hard. I thought he was also fine today.
I'll take him at the Tigers.
I thought he steered them around quite well. But yeah, just obviously like the goal kick changes things. It
does.
Crazy.
I agree, Ange. Except,
well, okay, we got a pro gamer over here.
Yeah, flex, big flex, Ange in the chat.
Positive KD. All right, fuck it.
Mine's a 15-20, I reckon. But the problem is, and I always get told off by my mates when I'm playing COD that I run around and just too erratic, like because I just want to kill everyone. And they're like, man, just use some cover for once. Like I just run out in the middle of the field and just try and shoot people. So don't mind me. Shout out to the Twitch as well. We have been streaming on Twitch recently, so go and check us out, Inside FS. But I think Boyd's been hard done by a bit. This game was a bad one for him, but he's been okay.
I thought he was fine. I thought he was absolutely fine. This game was a game. RTS was the top scoring back with a 61, and the top scoring forward was like a Halasima, who got all his points
with a try.
So,
yep.
Yeah. Shout out to Dimitri Valmaga, who performs when we all sell him.
Aaron Clark with the 57 surprised me because he was on 41 after like 43 minutes and just sat for ages.
And then he come back on and then went back off. Like I don't know if it's injury concern.
You want
or
to know
something.
what it is? So like I bet he's over today. I bet he's over.
Oh, there it is.
So of course has to take
the world revolves around Josh, just in case anyone was wondering.
Yeah, no, it revolves around whether I bet a middle forward over or under on their player performance. But no, he came out like a house on fire. Then sort of and this is one thing that I've learned betting player performance is like when the game opens up, it's very bad for these kind of players. Obviously, Bradman Best had like a generational 20 minutes where he just killed Kurt Catewell, and that didn't help him. But yeah, that was this game. This game was a game.
Dallin Mateni-Zalesniak having like a generational stinker as well in this game. Like the bloke couldn't catch a cold in the fucking igloo. Like it was
People were trying to tell
awful.
us that he was a better buy than RTS.
Yeah, that was Instagram, but like that's about his fucking average this year, so I can't even make fun of him for his 23.
That's just on par. Won't lose cash.
Yeah. He's like averaging like 33 or something. Fucking
Okay,
mad.
real talk.
Like,
if he's priced at like if he finishes the season shitting it up, and he's like
He's
a
cheap
very
next year.
discount, surely we
Oh,
have
yeah.
to.
With Metcalf
Yeah.
back next year. Yeah.
I'll bring him back in.
So Dallin Mateni-Zalesniak had a break even of 21 this week and covered by 2.
Cash cow.
Yeah. 351k DWZ.
Generational
Shout out.
talent.
Huge.
Oh no, IJ bought DWZ.
Oh no.
better luck next year, champ.
To be fair, some guy like I think you got tagged as well. Like there was some guy on Twitter that was like pestering me for a purchase of like under 400k. And I was like DWZ. So I hope you didn't do it.
That's what you get for saying, and he said ASAP as well.
Oh,
Like
that's right. Yeah.
I remember that comment. I need a trade for under 350k ASAP. Yeah, no worry, brother. Here's the worst one I've got.
Manager, did you report?
He forgot to say good trade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he just needed an A trade.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of shit center wings, we didn't touch on Billy Smith, who didn't play last week and then got fucking 8 points.
Yeah, he got knocked out, didn't he?
Yeah,
No good.
sucks to be held.
I feel like that is vindication after selling, because like he hurt us so bad the other week. What did he get, 103 or something like that? So now he's got a 53.5 average over the last 2 weeks, and I can live with that.
Yeah.
So Dane Gagai though, 93 again at fullback. He's got fullback for the rest of the year. Jackson Hastings kicks goals last week. Dane Gagai then randomly starts kicking them this week.
Oh no, because Hastings was hitting them fucking. he was
shamed.
He was
hitting them.
So he
He
just
looked
gave
like
up
me
the
kicking
tee.
him.
It was a bit of Scott Drinkwater about him, just like fuck. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Do you reckon he keeps it moving forward then? Because he's gone 104 and then 93 the last 2 weeks at fullback.
Gagai's not a bad kicker.
No, he's
He's not.
He's
fine.
like 78% off the tee. Yeah.
Picked up a really bad cork, so curious on how that one plays out.
Yeah, actually, yeah, fair call. Your boy
So it's
Margie
not-
with an 85, Matty, you'd be happy.
Just on the nights.
Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say you've got Bradman Best, who is top 4 center in the game, up against Kurt Catewell, and you go to him, he fucking rinses him, and then you know what? Let's just not go to him ever again.
It's wild, isn't it? Mark, how is he not going to contract? He does. They've re-signed him for a year. So
Right. Yeah, it wasn't even a player option; it was a team option for 400k, and they're like, you know what? We're good.
yeah,
Fletcher Hunt, you're our man.
yeah, they've re-signed him for 1 year. So good on him. At least he gets another contract for a year.
Big ups, Gads.
Yeah.
But yeah,
look,
he was 582, 33 break even, so probably will be about 610. I don't know.
You could do
Yeah.
worse.
you
You
could.
could do worse. I think you could do better.
Yeah.
Plays the Raiders in GAO, then plays Melbourne. Then plays Penrith. Then plays the Cowboys up at Quebec.
Only 2 more
Country.
games at home.
Yeah, and they're against the Broncos and the
Broncos and Penrith.
Panthers.
Yeah, that's.
And
not-
then up against the Sharks, who we know just
Sharks at
full-
Shark Park too. Fuck that. Yeah.
Fullback
okay.
Gagai, yeah, he's getting 20 points.
Yeah. He'll honestly get 55 to 65 points every game. His base is so good. It's just like, where's the attack going to come from? They do look better with Hastings, though, to be fair. He's actually been quite good for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jacko,
We want to have a conversation about that.
Oh, what, the game? Oh, we can
Yeah.
at the end. We can at the end.
I mean, are we at the end?
I think
Yeah,
Matty's
surely.
around
Like,
that.
unless you want me to go on a great Greg Marju rant, which
You can.
I could
Sorry,
do without.
when Matty mentions Jackson Hastings and wants to talk about him, I think that's probably the point where the pod's over for the week.
I'm not talking. Yeah, I'm not talking about Supercoach. I'm just a big Jacko Hastings fan. I don't.
I'm not. He
You've been
blocked me on
wasting
Twitter. I don't
away.
know why. I didn't even do anything to him. Like I've never added him. I've never once messaged him.
I'm way more of a dick on Twitter at times, and he comments on my shit. So there you go.
Speaking of getting blocked on Twitter, I'm still
Ross.
not blocked by Big Ant or Ross Simons after my post on calling it a generational fumble of a game release. Like, I thought that would get me banned for sure.
I think I'm blocked because I physically like replied to these comments and called him a fraud.
Oh, yeah, well, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, look, it's for anybody, any of the gamers in the chat that either bought Rugby League 26 or were hoping that it was going to be good. I think all of us had our suspicions that it was going to be a pretty big fumble, and it was. Let us know in the chat what you think. Apparently, Pro Teams has now got a timer that says it's going live again 6 p.m. tomorrow evening.
I'm not going to make 6 p.m. tomorrow. I'm putting in a refund request. I'm done.
I don't blame you at all.
I was prepared to drop $500+ on Pro Teams, and I'm just
I just can't play it. I don't want, as much as I'm excited to play my Lewis Dodd career mode, offline career mode. Like, it's yeah. I mean, I love my team. I love Ultimate Team. I love the challenged. I love the layouts, and I have not been able to complete opening my packs yet.
Lucky I streamed the moment the game released. Downloaded it, popped the stream on, and played for 3 hours because I took the day off work. And you know what? It wasn't that bad. I could open packs, I had cards, I played a few games, and it was fine. And then the server overloaded and just turned to shit when people actually started playing the game after work. So, yeah, terrible release.
For anyone wanting my review of the game, I took 2 days of leave. I took Thursday, Friday. On Thursday night, I messaged my manager and said, "Hey, can you cancel my leave for Friday? I'm just going to come back in." That's how bad. I voluntarily undid my leave because I couldn't.
It's the gameplay is fucking awful. It is awful. I like Terrell May can step like Benji Marshall. They can run full field. Ange had deleted the game after 24 hours. Some person beat me with a 40-meter David Clemmer field goal. If that gives you an idea of the quality of this game, that could be the best thing I've ever seen.
Can you turn on like so the players come out the bottom, because it's not as good enough graphics for me to work out who's who when you're playing Pro Team. So I just like kick to whoever has it.
Did you see that? Did you see that? I think it's like a small rugby league page on Instagram did like the player like face reviews. Cody Walker's wider than I am. Leka Halasim is a fullback. Gordon Chamkung Tong is a fullback / winger. Like some of the girls in the game look fucking horrendous. Like they spent, I don't know. The thing for me, and I think I said this to you boys the other night when we were playing 2K, it was like we got the announcement in like mid-April that a game was coming, and then it was out 6 months later. 2 months later. Apparently, Kendi Sheringham on Twitter was saying that she was told that it was like not coming out until November.
They've rushed it because they've run out of money. This is exactly what's happened. I said it on Twitch the other night. Like, what's happened is they've gone, cool, we're going to spend all this money on our face scans and blah, 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 and do all this cool stuff and get all these and pay all these, people to promote it and shit. And then they've gone and run out of money, and they've gone, you know what? The game isn't finished, but we're going to release it because we've got to recoup some cost and get people to buy this game so we can finish it. So they've always planned to release a half-cooked game and then put the rest of the money they get in purchases back into the game to patch it and fix it up. This was always the plan, guaranteed.
There was one wannabe journalist who reports for the Courier Mail, Curtis Woodward, who put on Twitter, let me find it because it fucking really pissed me off. Hang on. I will find it. It is worth it. He was saying something about like the rugby league game. Oh, he's deleted it now. Absolute coward. Basically, he was like, NRL fans, pull your heads in, like, give this game a couple months when all the updates are in, and it'll be fine. And this is what I was saying to you boys. Like, I'm okay with games not being fully released, but like, you're charging AAA prices. You're charging $100, $120 for the top edition. That's not acceptable. If you charge me like $60, I'd be like, okay, I can live with it.
People play NBA 2K. They play Madden. They play all these top-tier games for the same price, and that's the problem.
But, like, I mean, to be fair, the new prices of 2K are fucking cracked. But
We'll
Yeah,
pay
but
it
would you
anyway.
rather pay $160 for 2K or $120 for fucking Rugby League Live 26?
To be honest, I would pay $59 for this game, and I wouldn't be fucking whinging.
That's the thing, and that was my biggest thing. Someone on Twitter was like, "Oh, the game's not even that bad." It's not that bad. It's fine, but it's not $120 fucking playable. It's just
I don't care if you come out and tell me that we need $59 from all our supporters, and we will finish the game, and the game will be really good by the end of the season, or the game will be ahead in leaps and bounds by the time the start of the 2026 season starts. I will give you your $59. You will make money out of protein, but be fucking honest with me.
And that's what most indie devs do on like Steam, right? They'll release a pre-sale game. They'll be like, "Hey, look, it's 30% off. It's gonna be dog shit, but we need you guys to like report all the bugs, play through it for us, and then when it's released, it's in a final form." And I would have been happy to do that for Rugby League 26 if it was not $120. But I think Braino's hit the nail on the head. I also think the NRL needs to have a really good look at themselves if they're going to pair with Big Ant moving forward, because it's a genuine disgrace of a game.
It's a shitter, that's for sure. I've dropped the Twitch link. Follow us in there for more gaming rants. We'll stream some 2K. We've got Madden coming out in a few weeks. Maddie's a big Madden guy, so bit of Fortnite, bit of Apex, bit of COD. It'll break things up a little bit.
It's Madden, 2K, and Death Stranding, right?
Oh, Death Stranding, cool. You can watch Postman Pat over here deliver some parcels.
Once round 27 finishes up, we'll be streaming pretty much most of
I mean, look, yeah, to be fair.
Speak for yourself. I got fucking NBA and NBL season coming.
To be fair, NBA and NBL season, you can do a 20-minute, 30-minute episode and then push on and jump on Twitch, so you'd be right.
We also have like a 7-man roster for NBA, so like we'll just get other people to do it.
Yeah. But so that is round 20. I mean, we're into the run home now as well. So like people have limited trade. Shows are going to be a little bit more simplified. We're going to be talking a lot about probably more sit-start based stuff, I guess, on the run home rather than, hey, you buy these 3 guys with the 2 boosts that you have. Like we're not going to be able to make those massive trade moves anymore. It's going to be a lot of sit-start, a lot of decisions around what we do with injured players more so than trading out warm bodies. So maybe the show will be a little bit simplified on the run home.
And we'll think back to that time around 24 when we were out of trades and we thought, fuck, was Marine Roddy really worth it?
I'm still holding him.
Hey, look, you've held him. You didn't trade him out. So technically it's only a one-trade move for you right now.
That's right. It can't be a 2-trade move. You just hold the whole season.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. All right, guys, thank you. That'll do us. Actually, really good to get everybody involved in the chat as well. The chat's been popping off tonight. So thanks for getting involved. Hit subscribe for us if you haven't yet, and hit the like button as well to help us get the show out to more people. We'll be back on Wednesday night for the live for round 21's preview. And I don't know, maybe Josh's cat will be there on Wednesday, maybe not. We'll find out.
It would offer better advice than I would ever do.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you Wednesday. Catch you then.
Cheerio.